I saw you a couple of weeks ago, and you mentioned to me that you had been on this insane trip. And I was curious, we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but where did you go?
Oh, yeah, well, because we were in New York.
Yes.
Wearing heels and similar sort of garb, which is a little bit foreign to me at the moment because I've been in Patagonia in Chile. And
Patagonia, I've never, ever been there. I've heard it's unworldly in Patagonia.
It's deep south hemisphere, beautiful mountains, and it's sort of Lord of the Rings-esque, and rivers and glaciers and lots of Chileans and horse races. So
now, and what were you there for? Was it just to sightsee, or?
No, well, I'd wrapped the show that I was on, and I thought the natural thing to do is, rather than go and get my chakras realigned, which a lot of people seem to do after, you know.
That's a very LA thing to do.
You get a colonic and you get your chakras realigned. And well, they do that.
Yes, exactly.
This breed of humans. So I thought, no, I need to go and get myself plugged into some wild adventure, and so entered an 80-kilometer endurance race on horseback.
80 kilometers on horseback?
Yeah, yeah.
That's intense. How long does it take to ride 80 kilometers? I mean, it would take me several months.
Yeah.
It would take me a lot. I would ride very slowly on a pony.
Well, they get you a little Shetland or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
My feet would be dragging along. I would go very slowly. That sounds like you're riding hard if you're going 80 kilometers in one day?
Yeah, well, you start at 9 o'clock in the morning and then you end at 5 in the afternoon. And so you do 3 vet checks to make sure the horses are safe and well and healthy. They don't really mind whether you're healthy or not.
Right.
They sort of just check the horses. And then all going well, you trudge off across this incredible terrain. And I honestly thought that somebody had dropped acid in my tea because I had traveled, 24 hours and then was introduced to this beautiful horse and got to know him for maybe 2 days and then literally just cantered across this extraordinary terrain. So I was sort of giggling the whole way because the whole thing was so bizarre.
I didn't even know how you would hear about this trip. I mean, this sounds like something like an incredible... First of all, it sounds way too difficult for me. I like I've always wanted to do one of those bicycle trips where you ride like 15 feet and then they take out an incredible meal, like a van pulls up.
Yeah.
And they give you French food, and then you go 20 feet, and then Mexican food. You know, it's just one of those.
A lot of food.
Yeah.
Well, the great thing about South America is there's amazing wine.
Yeah.
There is amazing wine. But I had a couple of very good friends, and they run safaris, because I went up to Argentina afterwards. The company's called Bagual, and the other one is Jacko Tango, and they both run safaris down in South America and Mongolia, should any of you choose to go.
Yeah.
And they're extraordinary men from almost like another era, and they happily chaperoned me around. And I'm a capable horsewoman, and I love being outside, and anything to get me really away from, when you're working on a show for 7 months and you're sort of in the studio, as you know, you get a little bit of cabin fever. And
well, at least I have this expansive view.
I know, it's gorgeous.
But I know what you mean. You have these fantasies about getting away. You actually brought a picture. I think it's absolutely stunning. It does look like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Looks like you're Glinglor coming to give me the ring of Gorbor.